High school senior Mary Zins is building a new product she helped design in this engineering class at Blaine High School. The aspiring scientist is taking full advantage of the school's Center for Engineering, Math, and Science.
My team project is building an automated pill bottle opener for people with hand mobility issues.
Zins is an AP Scholar of Distinction and a lifelong resident of Coon Rapids.
I live right on the border of Blaine and Coon Rapids.
Zins' academic work and extracurricular activities at Blaine have not gone unnoticed. Last year, she earned an award at the Minnesota Business Professionals Leadership Conference.
So I got third place in state for the fundamentals of web design, which is HTML and CSS coding.
Out of all the subjects Mary excels in, science by far is her favorite.
Everyone who's like my friend knows that I'm obsessed with biology and also neuroscience.
In mid-April, she learned that she was named as one of only 2 Minnesota students chosen to attend this summer's prestigious National Youth Science Camp.
I'm super thankful for the opportunity, and I'm super excited for everything that it's going to bring me in the future and the whole experience over the summer.
Mary will spend 3 weeks at the science camp up in the eastern mountains of West Virginia with some of the nation's top high school scholars free of charge.
It's going to be a lot of outdoor activities, also with seminars from highly regarded scientific individuals, and just a really holistic experience of all these different aspects of science and technology.
This fall, Mary plans to take her love of science and attend the University of Minnesota. It's another step toward a future in science for this Coon Rapids teen.
I plan on double majoring in neuroscience and human physiology. I want to be a child neurologist in the future.
The Minnesota Department of Agriculture has announced changes to proposed spongy moth management activities in Coon Rapids. Due to budget uncertainties and significant allocation delays at the federal level, the MDA has canceled aerial spraying that was planned for May. Spongy moth is an invasive insect that poses a danger to forests. The caterpillars feed on the leaves of more than 300 species of trees and shrubs, eventually killing them. Spongy moth has been discovered in several areas of Minnesota, including Coon Rapids.
Now the problem is that spongy moth is an invasive species, which means that there are no predators, there's no really diseases that keep the population in check. Most birds and mammals look at a spongy moth and they say, that's gross, I don't want anything to do with that.
Instead of aerial treatment, an emergency quarantine is now in effect in a small area of the city north of Northdale Boulevard and west of University Avenue. The quarantine limits the movement of certain items out of the designated area to manage and slow the spread of spongy moth. Only a licensed hauler is allowed to remove yard waste and tree debris from the area. The quarantine does not apply to ash trees. For more information, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov/spongymoth. The emergency quarantine is scheduled to be in place through June 15th of 2026.
Welcome, thank you so much for coming.
With shovels in hand, Family Promise in Anoka County broke ground on a new housing project which will help give families experiencing homelessness a place to stay.
The construction will be starting later this spring on our new guest house.
This project marks the second phase of development in Family Promise's campus in Coon Rapids. It's expected to be completed next year. The guest house will have 8 separate apartments in which to house families in dignity.
This new building does that, and what we're excited about is that it comes with the design, the idea that the kids in the program may not even recognize that their family is in a shelter program.
There will be 4 apartments up on the second floor with 2 on the ground floor. They'll also have a laundry room, community room, and a commercial kitchen. Family Promise in Anoka County got over $3 million for the project through a grant from the state of Minnesota.
The Department of Human Services is helping us with a lot of this. We have a contract with them to be able to complete the project, and that covers most of the costs that we have.
The remaining costs for the new guest house will be covered by fundraising efforts from the growing number of volunteers and advocates who showed up to celebrate this major milestone.
Over the next 3 years, we're going to have to be raising another $700,000 or so to finish the project and be able to run the operations of the building over that time.
For more information on Family Promise in Anoka County, go to their website, familypromiseanoka.org.
Buying a home is the biggest financial decision most people will make in their lifetime. That's why it's important to understand all the options available when it comes to loans and programs to assist home buyers.
Our loan originators, we love working with the city of Coon Rapids. Coon Rapids is really focused on helping first-time home buyers in particular with various down payment assistance programs, grant programs.
Founded in 2003, New American Funding, a national independent mortgage lender, offers a wide range of mortgage products, including conventional, FHA, VA, and jumbo loans. The Coon Rapids branch, led by Steve Rice, is also familiar with many state and local housing programs that can help buyers.
And our loan officers look at trying to get to know the home buyer, understand what's their needs, what's important to them, and then help find the right program to fit their needs.
Rice recommends getting fully pre-approved so you know your budget when shopping for a house.
I've been in the business well over 30 years, and I tell everybody, let's get the financing figured out first.
Many people looking to buy or sell have been closely watching mortgage rates in recent months. In January, the average rate for a 30-year fixed mortgage topped 7%, a far cry from record low rates set 4 years ago. The other issue currently facing the housing market is supply.
The biggest challenge we have right now are first-time home buyers. There's lack of inventory. There's not a lot of houses out there.
Whether you're a first-time buyer or looking for your next home, New American Funding can help you every step of the way.
We're a professional company with a very personal touch.
This year, as part of our park improvement plan, we're doing Burl Oaks Park Playground.
Nestled in a quiet neighborhood in the northeastern corner of Coon Rapids, this old playground in Burl Oaks Park is getting an update.
We did a survey for the neighborhood, which was done through our social media and through a mailing to the neighborhood. We got over 40 responses, and over 90% of the respondents picked the one playground that we'll be installing this year.
This picture of the new playground to be installed in September appeared in the city's recent spring newsletter.
It's kind of an aqua blue with some orange, bright, draw kids to want to climb and be part of that playground and brighten up the park.
The playground will be designed for children from 2 to 12 years of age and will be ADA compliant, built with a mix of wood chips and rubberized surfaces. One example of this material can be found at Lyons Coon Creek Park.
So this playground will include slides, swings, climbing. We'll have some poured-in-place points for getting onto the equipment for ADA accessibility.
The rubber surface material will also be installed in the swing area to improve accessibility for all.
It does have a tall slide similar to one that's at Lyons Park.
The playground here at Lyons Coon Creek Park is 3 times the size of the one to be installed at Burl Oaks Park. The city will spend about $150,000 on the new play structure, and once completed, should last for 20 years. The old playground equipment will be removed in late summer before the installation of the new playground can begin.
Here's a quick recap of the Tuesday, April 15th City Council meeting. Work will soon begin on this year's street reconstruction project. On Tuesday night, the City Council awarded a contract for the work to Northwest Asphalt Incorporated in the amount of $5.7 million. Nearly 4 miles of city streets will be reconstructed this summer. The areas impacted include the Oaks of Shenandoah, north of 131st Avenue, the Thousand Oaks neighborhood, south of Main Street and west of Olive Street, and the Thrush Park neighborhood, south of Main Street and west of 121st Avenue. Property owners impacted are being assessed a portion of the reconstruction cost. Several existing trails in the city will see improvements this summer. This week, the City Council awarded a $191,000 contract for the work. The locations include Sunrise Pond Park Trail, Riverview Trail, Al Flynn Park Trail, Sand Creek Trail, Rockslide Park Trails, and City Hall Trails. The existing asphalt trails will be removed and repaved between June and August. Progress continues on design work for a full access interchange at Highway 610 and East River Road. On Tuesday night, the City Council approved an agreement with MnDOT to receive a $1 million grant from the Local Road Improvement Program. The money will be used to complete plans for the project, which should be shovel-ready by the end of this year. The project would add an off-ramp at East River Road for traffic on westbound 610 and an on-ramp for drivers at East River Road who want to head east on 610 towards Blaine. And that's a quick recap of the April 15th City Council meeting. As always, you can find the full meetings on cable or the CTN Coon Rapids YouTube channel.
Today we're doing a focused enforcement on distracted driving.
Sergeant Durrett with Coon Rapids Police Department. Give your driver's license and insurance.
On Wednesday, near the intersection of Foley and Northdale Boulevard, Coon Rapids Police targeted drivers using their cell phones behind the wheel, which violates state law.
So the state of Minnesota has provided extra funding for our department so we can have extra traffic enforcement to help cut down on some of the issues that we've seen across Northdale Boulevard over the years.
The traffic enforcement is designed to alter driving behavior.
The Be Aware, Get There safety campaign is being paid for by a Safe Road Zone grant, which aims to get drivers to put down their phone, drive the posted speed limit, and watch for pedestrians. Last year, Northdale Boulevard between Hanson Boulevard and University Avenue saw 218 traffic-related incidents and 64 accidents. Back in November, police targeted crosswalk violations along Northdale Boulevard. They stopped drivers who failed to yield and drove through the crosswalk while it was in use by a pedestrian. Another challenge with Northdale Boulevard is the change in speed limits from 35 miles per hour near residential and school zones to 45 in the industrial park area.
And we're hoping that we can just raise more awareness as people use Northdale Boulevard, that they pay attention to how fast they're going.
The Public Works Department has a role to play in this safety campaign to bring new signage to the Northdale corridor.
The engineering department's role in the Safe Roads Zone grant from the state includes the installation of dynamic speed display signs, driver feedback signs that will let motorists know what the speed limit is and then how fast they're going.
Look for the new signs to be installed later this spring. The added enforcement for the Be Aware, Get There safety campaign will continue into early summer.
Slow down, watch for pedestrians, and also put down the phone while driving.
Did you know Coon Rapids has a city code regulating the height of your grass? Grass and weeds must be kept under 8 inches high. Thank you for helping our city look its best. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.